Alright guys, welcome back to a new Hack the Box challenge. And the Hack the Box challenge that we're going to be doing today is kind of a new one. It recently got released 14 days ago. And this one's going to be called Lazy Ballot, which is a retired Hack the Box challenge. Anyway, let's get started. So one of the very first things I did was download the zip file. And I was just messing around with it for a bit. And I checked out what was inside this zip file. So for the most part, if I go back right here, yeah, I unzipped Lazy Ballot and I got Web Lazy Ballot, and I went inside Web Lazy Ballot. One of the first things I checked was the doc file to see what we're dealing with, and one of the first things I noticed was that we have CouchDB set up. And if you guys don't know, CouchDB is basically a NoSQL is a NoSQL database. So one of the very first things that come up to my head right away is NoSQL injection. So keep that in mind for now. Anyway, while looking over this file, I went inside the challenge folder just to see what we have in store. And then the very first thing I went is routes, because with routes you're able to see all the available web routes that this application has. So I did cat index.js, and I noticed a login API log. Oh no, yeah, login. So I'm guessing there's some kind of login and authentication, and then we see API vote list, which auth middleware. So I'm guessing it needs some kind of authentication. So that's one of the first things I check out. So I just go on login, and we're keeping that in mind that we see vote list, which is something suspicious. And it says DB list votes and all votes are represented out. So we'll just keep on inspecting this. And while looking around this file, one of the very first things I noticed while going to, I think, was it middleware? No, it's just authentication. It tells you not authenticated. I think it was in helpers. One of the very first things I noticed is the flag.txt file is read into flag. And it's initialized inside this database class. And if we keep going down, we search for this flag, this flag, this flag. It's probably somewhere right here. This flag is put inside region, which is inside seed votes. And then if we keep going down, list votes, and then inside the function list votes, we see that this regions is set and part of regions, and then it returns the object. But either way, we see list votes and then we press quit, and if we go back to the routes, we see that list votes is called right here, and it prints out all the votes. So I guess my thinking is we're supposed to find a way. You're supposed to log in and then be able to list all the votes and do this API vote list. And like I said before, the very first thing, since this is an easy hack the box challenge, and then we know what database they're using, it's a NoSQL. So that's the very first thing I tried, because a CouchDB is a NoSQL database, from my understanding. And then also, to be sure, we can also check what they're using for authentication for the most part to see if they have any type of filtering. But if I remember correctly, there was no type of filtering of some sort when you log in. No, this is just nothing. See the routes, cat index.js, login, request. Okay, no, this is nothing. CD, I think views. Nope. CD static. Okay, this is login, API login. Stringify username and password. Let's pass it to the body. Seems to be no type of, it seems to be no type of, like I said before, filtering of some sort. So I guess we could mess around with this value. So if you go for NoSQL injections, I already had it pre-searched because I did this challenge right now just to check it out if it worked or not. if we go right here and we check right here, basic authentication bypass, and we're trying to, I guess, bypass this because we try admin default. I tried admin right now. We get invalid username or password. Let's try, like, I guess the commenting. That's probably not gonna work because it's NoSQL. It's not MySQL. Still invalid username or password. So either way, we say basic authentication bypass using not equal or greater than, and I'll just copy this for now. So how this works for the most part, and I'll just go and inspect and just do admin and go on network. You could probably use burp, but I'm gonna use just the Firefox thing right now. Probably not the best type of thing. So username is admin and password is admin, and what we're gonna use is this one: username and password. Username and password is the same thing. It's gonna be JSON. Oh, so what this payload exactly does, it checks for if the username is not equal to null and the password is not equal to null. So it grabs whatever that's not equal to null. That's basically what's going on. That's how we authenticate ourselves to this this problem for the most part. So it just checks for the most part if we yeah, it just checks. So it's checking if the username, if there's any username that's not equal to null, and that if there's any password not equal to null. That's how I thought about it. And if we send this, we should get a 200. And then if we check the response, it'll be user authenticated successfully. So we authenticated ourselves in. Now we want to check where it was exactly. I know where it is, but we'll just check it again just to be sure. Routes. And then we see to view all the list votes, we just do API vote list. So I'll just copy this. Go right here. And then we get a huge margin of stuff. And right here we can just filter for whatever we want. And what we want to filter for is just hack the box to see if anything pops up. And then boom, we get a flag. Hack the box, corrupted, couch ballot. So I'll just copy this and just submit this. And this should work for the most part. And did we get it? We got a network error. Yeah, my internet's been lagging for the most part. Our challenge was already solved, so looks like we solved this challenge. Anyway, that was about it for this video. Hope you guys leave a subscribe button. I haven't done a web challenge in a while. Leave us subscribe and click on my affiliate link down below so you guys are able to get a discount on Hack the Box. And that's about it. And peace.